Hi, this is Mariah Gullo from The Hollywood Reporter, and I'm in studio today with Norman Reedus.
What's up?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
So we're off and running with season 9, and what I love about the show is that every season tries to one-up itself, especially with zombie special effect makeup technology and all that cool stuff. But this season really is a lot different than the others. What was it like for you to come into this season?
This season feels different in a lot of different ways, mainly because of Angela Kang, our new showrunner. I mean, this, I keep saying it, but this is a train that's being driven by women. And, we from new directors, new writers, a bunch of new actors. It's a different field. We did the last couple of seasons, it was two guys kind of chest bumping and being like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. And this season, that's done. It's I don't think women really chest bump. I think if they say they're going to kill you, you should probably run. So it's. I mean, the stories are super emotional, but they're really scary and sort of a poetic, tragic kind of way. It's very much still Animal Planet. It's very ferocious, but it's a very honest take on it.
Well, one of the things left over from the last season is Maggie and how Maggie feels about Negan being left alive. Is that going to contribute to her final season?
Oh, without a doubt. Maggie takes on that very last scene of last season, I wasn't supposed to be in that scene, right? And they kind of added me at the last minute. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to kill Rick? Like he's going to kill me? What's going to happen? So I had the whole hiatus to kind of freak out about it. But Maggie, her character, she starts off this season by saying, you know what, I wasn't the type of person to lead a community before, but that all changes right now. And she's fed up. I think one of Rick's biggest problems at this stage in the game is that he's so blinded by grief that he wants all these things to work out. And I have to do this for the memory of Carl, and I have to do this, and he's overwhelmed. And I think as a family member and as a loved one, you support him, but you have to tell him where he's messing up, and that sort of brash reality sort of slap in the face is something that he's not expecting. And I think Maggie takes on that role, I take on that role, a lot of us, and you have to honestly tell him you're doing all these things with good intentions, but for the wrong reasons. And I think a lot of Daryl's storyline with him this season, especially in the first half, is you're not listening to me. And then he'll be, well, let's do this. I'm like, no, you're not listening to me. And how you empower people is you make them part of the conversation, and I think a lot of times we've been blindly following this guy because we're running or we're in peril in some sort of way. But I think his sort of therapeutic game right now is people telling him what's up. Like, I love you, but this is what's up. And him going through that has a lot to do with what everyone else is doing, including Maggie.
And okay, so we're setting up the end of Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
But what is?
Are we though? I mean, are we? This show has a way of throwing you a curveball.
Yeah.
It's funny because if you read scripts like us as actors and things seem to be going your way, you kind of have to watch your ass. You know what I mean? They don't let you. They won't let you be happy for very long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, there's a bit of chemistry between you and Cindy from Oceanside, between Daryl and Cindy from Oceanside.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, as an actor, are you like, with that?
No, not I mean, I really like her, as a person, and an actress. I think that was more, I don't think that was a little flirty thing. I think that was somebody who's been through it, seeing a new person on the show and a young person on the show going through something that they went through, and him just sort of contributing to it's going to be okay, and I know what that feels like. I don't think that was like a hey, wink, wink. I think that was more of like, you know what, I got your back, I get it,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And how big of a loss is Andrew Lincoln to the cast for the new season?
Andy who? No, I'm kidding. I will say that guy's spirit is still every day on that set. I mean, he used to do this thing where, like, if they're yelling rolling and some of the actors are still sort of goofing off and they're not really like in it to win it right at that moment, I go, hey, do that thing. And he'd go, come on guys, let's kick this pig, come on. And I'd be like, hey, they're not listening, do it again. And he sort of set a tone right from the beginning. It's so easy for a show like this to veer off into this B movie world. I mean, there's zombies and there's samurai swords and rednecks with crossbows, and if we don't play it honest and real, it could easily veer off into this direction. And he set a tone right from the beginning to play this as honest as possible and to make it real for us. And if it's real for us, then the world sort of fits into place. So he still has that spirit with us. And like I said, he's not gone. He's really set a precedence for people bringing their A game, I mean, all the way down the line, so that's still there. I mean, and he's kind of been my BFF for so freaking long now. He spends every lunch in my trailer, so the day after he was gone, I kind of got my lunch, went back to my trailer and just kind of sat there. I didn't know what to do. So he's definitely felt, but I talk to that jerk like every day anyway. So
so now Daryl has become the lead male cast member.
Let me just clarify something. Like when it got out that Andy was leaving, on the internet, it's like, oh, he's going to take over as the new Rick. That's not true. I want to just put that to bed right now. He's number 1 on the call sheet. I'm number 20. I'm still number 20, and everybody in the cast is doing more to fill the voids that are there, right? And everyone's stepping up to the plate, and there's all these new characters and stuff. But Daryl's not the type of character to like build a podium and talk to a crowd of people and be like, "Come on, guys, let's rebuild society." He's not that guy. Like he'll be like, "You can come, but I don't know you. I don't know you yet." He's not that guy. So. As far as like on set, everyone's bringing it right now. As far as a character, I'm still Daryl. Yeah.
Were you worried about the time jump that they would like put you in like a ZZ Top beard and a hook for a hand?
I wish. Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. I'm down for that if that happens. Yeah.
Just for fun, can you name 3 things that Daryl would like to find abandoned on the side of the road that he would like to pick up?
Wow. A case of booze, probably. Maybe like a purple Ferrari, just 'cause, that'd be funny. And maybe like a crate of puppies.
Aw, that's great.
Yeah.
Your Instagram shows so many great photos of you with other cast members. It seems like you guys have a real bond. Is that unusual for a show to have that kind of camaraderie?
I think they all forced me at knife point to put them on my Instagram. Otherwise, I'd never do it. But I'm scared of all of them, so I do it. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. They're all jerks, all of them.
Okay, last question to you. Do you see Daryl sticking it out all the way to the end of the series?
I started this show. I'd like to bookend this show. I mean, I've put so much work into this, and I've done so many things on this show that I'm really proud of, and I'd like to see that happen. Whether it's going to happen, who knows? But it's I mean, some of my favorite deaths on the show is when they come out of nowhere. But you just never know. But you always have. I'm still interested enough in this show, and I'm still having such a good time, and the writing just seems to be getting better and better, and it's. I'm still finding interesting things to do, and I've always said, when you have this much time, you really get to drop these little seeds behind you, and some of them turn into trees and storylines, and it's interesting to watch and do. But yeah, I mean, I would love to be there till the end, as long as it's still interesting for me and still fun, and all the people are still cool, Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Norman Reedus, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.